Happy Amazon Prime Day. Yes, this special Friday video, because if I locked it into the schedule I would either have to ruin something that I have planned that I mentioned in the video you'll see soon, or you'll see it in September, and that would be no fun at all. So this came yesterday. Let's see what I bought. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? I got swept up in the excitement of Amazon Prime Day, and in amongst the few handy things I bought, I thought I would treat myself to something in this box, which I had seen before, and I was umming and ahhing about it, but it was reduced anyway. I then got 20% off when I bought it, and when I signed up to Prime I got a £10 voucher anyway, so this cost me £29.99, which may help, because obviously if it's terrible we didn't pay too much for it. So what have we got? I have a little sticker. I had dispatching Amazon box selection. I ticked the box for this free box because this is a very handy sized box, so I can post the vacuum cleaner off in it really. But the other box is this plain box here. Let me just pop that up out the way. There we go. Yes, it is an Amazon Basics cylinder vacuum cleaner. Yes, Amazon Basics do vacuum cleaners, shipped from Jiangsu Media Cleaning Appliances Limited to Amazon.com, Robinson Way, Leicester. Yes, we have an Amazon Basics vacuum cleaner for us. Let's see what it was. £49.99 retail. It's quite cheap anyway. I think it's one of the cheapest actual vacuum cleaners they do, apart from the really rubbish stick ones, which they all seem to have. So, what have we got? Well, here it is in its box. Start from the top, because why not? We have a tool holder, which looks suspiciously... God, these scissors are terrible. I don't want to tear the packaging up too much. Like, really? You just can't get the staff these days, can you? We might just have to destroy all the packaging. There we go. We have a tool holder. And we actually have the first tool here, because this cleaner comes with 3 individual tools. No horrible combination tool here. So we have a very nice looking upholstery tool with litter pickers, air vents. Doesn't say where to put all these, so we'll pop that one there. There is one. Here is the second one. A sadly very stubbly crevice tool, but again it is an actual crevice tool. It hasn't got a stupid brush attached to it. We have a hose, quite a short hose, with a click fitting end. And a very nice and chunky handle. It's got some rubberised coating on it there. Fingertip control suction adjustment. I don't actually know if this machine has power control or not. I'll put everything down and then I'll readjust the camera angle. We have the manual, which is in lots of different languages. We don't need to read that. We know what we're doing, I presume. A floor tool, which looks quite nice. It's massive. Single pedal operation. Underneath we have a huge, I can put my entire fist in there, suction duct with 1 lint strip on the back, a rolling wheel there, 2 wheels on the back, and a very nice pedal action with brushes at the front and a rubber squeegee at the back. That's not too bad at all. Right, what else do we have? We have, well, it's very warm, it's been in the car all day, a telescopic metal extension wand. Very nice too. Although the hose must fit other cleaners because it's got a little notch for a click fitting, but it is friction fit. There you go. Trying to get everything else out before the cleaner really, but I don't think I can. I think the cleaner itself has to come out next, so there it is. We'll pop that just down there a second now. And underneath we have a dusting brush that looks very much like a Hitachi dusting brush. I've had these on older Hitachi and Goblin vacuum cleaners. Quite stiff bristles, but it's adjustable. And that will sit on there. Not bad. Right, that is everything. Let me pull the packaging back in here, get this box out of the way, and we'll have a look at the machine itself. Here we are. So, our Amazon Basics Bagless cylinder vacuum cleaner, 700 watts. There's no EU label actually, not that I'm especially fussed about things like that, let's be honest. We have the hard floor brush for rugs and carpet. Dusting. This is all a bit terrible. You can tell this is a Chinese vacuum cleaner. Look, we have a dusting brush and a furniture nozzle. They got the crevice tool right at least. Blah blah blah, don't eat it, don't drink while you use it, etc, etc, etc. It's pretty basic because it's a pretty basic vacuum cleaner, let's be honest. It is also, I think, sold under the Eureka brand, because I also saw, when I was scrolling around, I saw this first, the Eureka R500 Ready Force Elite. I'll see if I can put a better picture up on the actual screen. This is on my phone. But this should be £99. This is now £62. And if I can make the pictures go a little bit bigger, apart from having the clip on the extension wand for the hose, look, it is identical. Now Eureka aren't really a big brand in the UK. In the US, you get and got all of our Electrolux cylinders badged up as Eureka. And again, they were one of those companies that used to produce lovely cleaners and then switched to producing shit. This is one of those pieces of excrement, I think. But badged up as Amazon Basics and costing £29.99. Let's have a close look at the machine itself. So it is an Amazon Basics. One of those. It is a model number VCM 43B16H-70. Amazon EU, etc. That might be a date, you know, 25th of the 9th 2017. It looks like it could be. We'll have to see if we can find a date wheel somewhere. Here is the EU label, which I can't take off without undoing the knot. Let's undo the knot. Doopy doopy doo. Yeah, well, let's just cut the string. Oh no, wait, hang on. Aha. Come on. Let's say it would be strange to not have an EU label, because I think you have to, even though this is a Chinese machine, probably intended for a different market. And Amazon, oh screw you, it's only a bit of string. We don't need that. It has an A rating for energy use, an A for emissions, A for half floor, D for carpet, and I think I will know why it has a D. Because I imagine it's going to stick itself so hard to the floor it doesn't do anything. It is 78 decibels, that means nothing to me, because I quite like loud noises. Here we go. We have a dust container. Very fancy. And to empty said dust container, you push the flap at the back by the looks of it. It has a little bit of probably storage dust rather than anything, although I imagine They turned it on. It smells brand new. Lovely finish where they pulled it. So this is probably sprayed on, this silver finish, because underneath there isn't. If we pop this cover, we can see the Premotor filter. So we have a, by the looks of it, 2-part sponge affair, so that should go through the washing machine very nicely. All the other type of filters like this always do. We can lift out the entire cyclone assembly for a more thorough cleaning. And it looks like something comes out of in there. But there is a screw. Come on. Shall we be naughty? Looks like it should come out, doesn't it? It does, and there's nothing there. So that's just a little cap for something. Maybe that's in case there's a blockage. Maybe. Let's pop that back in. He says, why won't the screw hole line up? Come on. Oh, there we go. There we go. I didn't break it, honest. No, I haven't had this apart at all. No. And it all seems quite modular. Oh, that's not done up. Because all of these bits feel loose. So the whole thing must, if you take, I presume, those screws out, that drops off, and all of that drops off as well. So that'd be interesting if we ever take it apart to see. We need to pop it back in. It doesn't seem to care which way you do it, I don't think. There is a notch there at the front, but I can't see. There's a corresponding. So there is a corresponding notch that has to line up at the front. We'll pop the filter back in and do that up. So yeah, there is the bin assembly. The rest of it looks fairly standardy affair. Have some wheels which aren't too terrible. We have a HEPA filter. Wow, which looks like it's clipped in. There we go, so a nice HEPA filter. Smells new. Still no date wheel, but I don't think there will be one now. We have a round cable. I thought I'd flap for a second. Up with a yellow strip and a red strip. In fact, we'll take off the plug cover as well. Oh, hello. Quite a short cable, but you know, not too bad. Oh, it looks like we do have some nice power controls. Look, little buttony ones. And then the on-off switch is there. You can park the floor head at the back. Can you park it at... You cannot. So you cannot store this machine upright and have the floor head connected, because there is nothing to connect it to, which is fine. Right. All that we should possibly do now is plug the hose in. We'll get rid of the bag that it came in. I shall zoom out just a little bit. We'll find some power. Already putting the cable out. These power buttons, I mean, the whole thing's quite plasticky, I'm not going to lie. Will it turn on? No. I've no idea what power setting it's going to be in, so... That's its lowest setting, there's no indication at all. But that's not bad. It holds its own weight. Let's ramp it right up. This is supposed to be quiet. That is quite quiet. Where is his high setting? That's no. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's only 4. There's only 4 different speeds on it, I think. But it's alright. Let's fit the tool clip. Ow. Where does that clip onto? How does it? That must fit on here. Ow. There we go. There's that. Gosh, that is such a massive, massive floor tool. That is huge. Yeah, again already, just for me standing up, the whole machine is trying to lift. Let's see if I can drop this down. That's not bad. Right, let's see what it picks up. God. This is why it gets a D rating. This floor head is just clamping itself to the floor on the lowest setting and skipping a bit. Let's have a laugh and see what its highest setting does. That was its highest setting. I'm so confused. So on its lowest setting it still skips. You can't push down on it, you have to really... Its lowest setting is better. It's very scratchy, you can probably hear that. And the ones move. That's a little bit annoying. I think it's starting off in high. It is. So it starts off in high, but already it has got some dirt in it. It's obviously going to get very filthy very quickly, but look, it's picked all of that up. That's not bad. Should we do some more vacuuming? See what it's really like. It won't move on this carpet without being in its lowest setting. This is interesting. It uses 35mm connections. See how much better it will be with the Miele Fibertech floor tool on. Oh, much nicer. But we need to use its own, don't we? See, this is this machine will be terrible for laminates. It is sticking itself, no sorry, terrible for lino. It is sticking itself down with the brushes up on laminate, stuck down the wooden floor. Ooh, let's try it on some really deep carpet. It does an alright job. It does float along the top a little bit, but it has picked up some dirt. Let's have a look. Well, not bad. Your first impressions. Floor tool, actually you can't see it now, we've just done that low part, that thick pile carpet, but it was kicking back quite a lot of grit from itself. This is not a very nice floor tool really. It pivots about. That hose might spit like sharks do, it might be right, but it's so scrapey. That is a proper edge right there. If I put my finger on it, look, it is a mark. So it's very scrapey. Oh, we didn't try the tools. We'll try the tools in a minute. The wand, that gets very annoying very quickly. The hose, although short, that's very nice to hold. But above all else, the filters and the cyclone. Well, we've picked up a fair amount of crud, I'll be honest. But yeah, that's not bad. A lot of it seems to have got caught up here. Let's just empty this onto the floor. There's a lot of dust in there, so it's obviously getting in quite deeply. Let's lift the top. Top of the filter lid is still clean. Ooh, it's going to be one of these, I'm afraid. Clean the filters out very regularly. And there's the rest of it. Not bad, fairly average. It's multi-cyclonic. The patents must have expired. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6 multi-cyclonic system. Dyson's patents must have expired for the early multi-cyclonic stuff. Oh, I've got dust, look, all over the floor tool. Oh, let's try the dusting brush out, shall we? So I'll put that there. We'll take off this. This is great. This is a little Hitachi dusting brush. I was missing this for my upright. Very good. Let's see if I can zoom into it enough. There it's down. There we go. What the upholstery tool is like. that is very nice to use. I do like that upholstery tool. That is very nice. It's got a nice angle to it. That's good, actually. Very good. So, what we need to do now is, I don't want to leave it in a massive mess for now. So let's see how the Cyclone cleans up with another vacuum cleaner. We got the old Dirty Devil Titan out because it has a nice deep dusting brush, so we'll pop this off. First of all, we should pull this out and give all this a good clean up. There we go. Right, let me put it back together and we'll sum up. To sum up then, oh, hidden cloth. I quite like it. But I only like it because it's not pretending. Oh look, it does that as well. I just noticed. It's not pretending to be anything it's not. It was, well, from it. We'll guess if it's made RRP, 50 quid. That is very cheap for a machine that has a few build issues, has the one issue, has a pretty terrible floor tool, but for £50, you know, that's not actually that bad. We're spoilt on my channel, Mr. Ibasiak's channel, everybody else's channels. Obviously we know what good vacuum cleaners are, both old and new. This is not a good vacuum cleaner, but it is an okay vacuum cleaner, especially for the price. It would do someone a turn. And yeah, I quite like its little underling job. It's got 3 tools. That nowadays is a massive bonus. This, by rights, should come with one of these, but with the stupid brush on the end of it, and that is it. To have 3 tools, I'm very impressed with that. Yeah, covered in dust already. But hey ho, there we go. This was my Amazon Prime Day thing for the year. I hope you've enjoyed this and you might see this again soon, but for now, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.